So here's the thing. DirecTV decided to be funny and take CBS off of my DirecTV Now lineup because DirecTV and CBS are having a problem. Ergo, DirecTV Now has that problem. So it became my problem when I'm trying to watch the episode at around 11 o'clock last night, and all I see is a message saying CBS is no longer a part of your DirecTV Now package, blah, 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 and I'm just like, come on now. So then I go to check the app at midnight, no episodes. So I'm like, you know what? Something doesn't want me to do this review. Never mind the fact of this stupid heat wave this weekend. Never mind the fact of the stupid lightning and thunderstorm that erupted. That was the loudest I've ever heard in this area. It was just like something didn't want me to do that review last night. But I'm going to do it right now, and I'm going to let you know the rest of these Sunday's reviews will be on time because these past 2 weeks have been just insane, and I apologize, and thank you guys so much for being so patient with moi. Anyway, I'm Sage Valentine, as you all know. For those of you who don't, that's my name, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this recap/review of CBS's Big Brother Season 21, Episode number 12, and these feeds have been golden. And just so you know, Jack, aka Fake Some Mimosa, he had a little temper tantrum because he didn't win the HOH. And if you heard that thunder and lightning outside, again, we're dealing with the tail end of this heat wave, and these storms keep rolling in and out. It's just crazy, so I'm going to try to get this done with before the lightning starts flying. So anyway, Jack had a temper tantrum. At one point, there's a video circulating of him grabbing his crotch or whatever, and he's just been very aggressive all weekend because he didn't win HOH. Well, he was until what happened happened. I'll just leave it like that. If you guys want to talk about that, if you know what happened on the feeds, let me know in the comments. For those of you who don't know and don't want to know, try to avoid the spoilers because I can completely understand if you don't want to know the spoilers, but if you do, leave me some comments or hit me up on Twitter at Sage Valentine. Well, anyway, Kemi, David, and Ovi lost camp comeback, as you know. I'm still shocked that not one of them won. When Cliff won, I was just like, you cannot be serious. Well, Cliff is back in the house after all is said and done. He exceeded his own expectations. Everyone is shocked. Nick feels betrayed by his alliance. Sam feels like an idiot because he was out of the loop. It's not that Sam was out of the loop. It was the fact that he's not in an alliance. Nick, and Bella are not in a real alliance. The only real alliance is really the 6 shooters. And the 4, and the 2, and the 3, and all the rest of those crazy alliances within the alliance. It's so funny how Big Brother made a recent promo that talked about all the different alliances. Yeah, there are really that many alliances going on within Grateful, or the Undeniable, or the 6 shooters, or blah and blah and blah and blah. But anyway, Kat is sad because she missed David. Don't believe the hype on that, because I don't believe those crocodile tears at all. Considering what I saw in those feeds, I don't believe that. After all those jokes that she laughed at regarding David, come on now. Nick starts talking to Jack, then in come Christy, Tommy, Sam, and Bella. They all fight amongst each other. We really didn't get to see that on the feeds because Big Brother started preempting things again, like they keep doing with these feeds. It's like, what's the purpose of subscribing to the feeds if they're just going to continue to be preempted? It's so annoying. But anyway, pretty much the others in that room, other than Nick and Bella, are acting like this whole situation was out of their hands, this whole blind side. I'm like, dude, you guys are horrible actors. Meanwhile, Nicole's happy. She's safe. She's doing fine. And then Jackson tries to get into Nicole's good graces so that she won't take a shot at him. I'm like, she's still going to take a shot at you. She's just going to allow you to believe that you're safe and everything's fine. So Bella, because it switched back and forth in the episode, Bella was like, we as an alliance should have voted unanimously. I'm like, again, like you did with Kemi. Come on, Bella. Come on, Bella. It feels like people are trying to kick me when I'm down. No, honey, this is called karma for what you did to Kimmy. And the karma is coming towards you big time this week. The rest of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, you'll see it when the episode airs. So Jackson does damage control with Cliff. He tells Cliff that there's not a big alliance, as if Cliff is stupid. Obviously, there's an alliance within an alliance and all these pairs. Come on now, Cliff is not dumb. Cliff is just not buying what Jackson is selling. Now, Nick doesn't trust Tommy and Christy and the rest of Undeniable, Grateful, Six Shooters, and the rest of them. Nick feels like if someone from the alliance wins the HOH, he will definitely be nominated. And I think it was Jackson who said, this blind side wasn't planned. I'm just like, yeah, it most certainly was. Well, Bella's upset that she was being lied to. The alliance was fake and she's not playing it anymore. Then Jack throws a temper tantrum and thinks that Bella was doing all she could to target him. And I'm like, yeah, she was, but there's other people who were doing that as well. But instead, he and Jackson decided to waste not one, not two, but 3 HOHs trying to take out boogeymen who were not boogeymen. If you get what I'm saying, trying to take out people who were not threats at all. If this season's going to be known by anything, it's the fact that you had 3 HOHs that were all wasted completely. So Jessica overheard everything that was happening, and she went to Cliff, Nicole, and she was just like, she's shocked. She agreed that one of them, the outsiders, has to win the HOH. Well, we get to the HOH competition, and Bella thinks that the odds are not in her favor to win HOH. I'm just like, oh well, I don't feel sorry for you. So pretty much Nicole, Holly, Catherine, Bella, Jessica, Annalise, Jackson, Sam, Tommy, and Jack all lost the HOH competition to Cliff. I'm as surprised as you are. Part of me was kind of happy because I'm like, Cliff is going to make a big move. And then this weekend happened, and everything along with what happened this weekend, and pretty much his HOH is wasted, but you'll see why. So Nick is happy because he feels he's safe this week and thinks that the 6 shooters are in trouble. Kat said that she will work with whatever keeps her safe. That's what she's been doing. Quiet as it's kept, I feel like Kat is going to be the winner of Big Brother 21. Either Kat or Sam, because both of them are under the radar. People are not targeting them. It's funny how Kimmy was called a wild card, but both Kat and Sam are wild cards running around starting stuff, and nobody is the wiser, as they say. So Jackson tries to get Cliff to put up Nick and Bella. He's like, you know, Cliff, you could knock them out with no blood on your hands, according to Jackson. He volunteers to be a pawn, and he said by doing this, or by Cliff going along with this, he could go from being a target to being a hero. I'm like, in what world? No matter what he does, you guys are still going to target him and put him out because he won the camp comeback and he won the HOH. And he revealed himself to be a competition's beast. So he's a threat. And there's a lot of people on social media like, so since when was Cliff a competition beast? Because Cliff is one of many people doing what I can't stand when people do in Big Brother, and they've been doing it for the past couple seasons, is throwing competitions blatantly. Just so they can wait to a point to win. It's like, it's annoying after a while. Why does it annoy me? I don't know, because I've been watching this show for so long, and I've seen players who come out the gate playing hard, or players who don't come out the gate playing hard, but they're still playing. They don't blatantly throw it, like they throw it, but they find a way to hide it. But some of these people, you can definitely tell that they're throwing it. I knew that Cliff was going to win something eventually. So anyway, Cliff said he's not intimidated by Jackson and he doesn't trust him. Well, Christy talks to Cliff about her power, aka the panic power, aka the diamond power veto. And on a side note, Big Brother had to remind Christy of the rules more than once because she kept messing them up and saying things that weren't true, and Big Brother was just like kind of calling her back like, nah, Christy, this is what it is. no, Christy, this is what it is. So Cliff feels like he has to reevaluate his ideas for nominees after hearing that Christy has this diamond power. And I'm just like, Christy, why do you keep telling everybody you have this power? And then this weekend she was freaking out about whether or not she should or should not use it, and she feels so much pressure. This is why people keep their mouths shut when they have powers. You don't see Jack telling everybody he has a power. He only told who? Christy and I think Tommy. That's it. He didn't tell everybody. Anyway, we had to see the nastiest clip I have ever seen of basically Jack and Jackson sharing a cucumber after Jackson took the cucumber into the bathroom, apparently went to the bathroom and came out, put the cucumber in his mouth and washed his hands, and then gave that cucumber to Jack. You would think that's the nastiest thing that happened because it is disgusting, but no. No. You have Annalise and her idea of bathing, of which she doesn't bathe that much, doesn't wash her hair that much. Jack doesn't really wash his hair. You have this STI, STD, allergy, I don't know what the hell it is going around in the house from people deciding that this is the Big Brother orgy within Grateful. Well, everybody except maybe Sam. And Nick and Bella stay together, but the rest of those folks and Christy and Tommy, they're not in it. But as far as Holly and Annalise and Jack and Jackson, ew. Then this weekend, Jackson revealed that he hasn't used a condom since the Bush administration. Now, obviously, he's talking about George W. because he couldn't be talking about the other George, Herbert Walker, because he was probably born during that time and probably doesn't even remember if he was born during that time, to be honest. He could have been born during the Clinton years. And Bella revealed she never uses condoms. I'm just like, ugh. And then somebody showed a picture of Holly, and apparently Holly has a fever blister. I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to say anything's happening, but that is not the most disgusting thing that has happened in this house. A lot of disgusting stuff has happened. It's just Big Brother decided to highlight that one thing with the cucumber. But it's even worse because, as I said before, Jackson scratched his crotch and then Cliff doesn't trust Bella, but at this point, he doesn't have many options to go with because obviously he said that Nicole and Kat and Jessica are safe because they've been on the block. So he plans on going after the couples. But he also promised Nick that he would be safe, and essentially Bella believes that she's safe because Nick is safe. Well, he ends up telling Bella, and by he I mean Cliff, that she and Nick are safe. He doesn't see a path with him putting them up on the block. Well, here comes Jack, and he tries to kiss up to Cliff, and he can't even possibly be a tad bit fake because you can see the anger and frustration even in his smile. I remember watching the feeds after Cliff won, and it was just like Jack couldn't even sit in that room with Christy, because I think Christy was in the room with Cliff too. And he couldn't just sit in that room and just have a straight face. It was just like this anger to look, but a smile, but an intense, angry smile. I know it's a weird looking smile, but anyway, that pretty much was him. And he and the rest of them were so upset they decided to go to bed early because they were so upset that they did not win the HOH. No one from their side won. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of babies. Like my mom said, come on. Y'all thought you could do all of this and it wouldn't happen to you? Like, what did you think, that you were exempt from this? This is Big Brother. Expect the unexpected. The power shifts all the time. Nobody's ever in power for the entire game, even when it seems like they are. Even Will, who is a phenomenal player and came into the game and won it twice, even he knew that the power balance shifts and shifts and shifts. But these players, especially the 6 shooters, think their blank doesn't stink. So they think that nothing should happen to them, but they should be able to get rid of everyone else and then party at the end. See, that's my problem with these past couple seasons, because that has been the consensus. Let's get rid of everyone else and we all can chill out. I'm like, this is not Big Brother. You got to fight to the end. You got to fight to that check. There's no chilling out. None at all. So anyway, Jack tries to kiss up to Cliff. Cliff tells him, you know what? Regardless of what move I make, I still don't feel safe. And I won't feel safe next week. And Cliff is right. Regardless of what he does, he's not safe, so he should just do whatever the heck it is he wants. And Cliff noticed that now he's a popular guy, now that he's HOH. But once everything was said and done during the nominations last week, nobody came up to him, nobody talked to him, so he sees what's going on. And Cliff really wants to make sure that Christy won't use her power. He's going to try to make her feel as safe as possible. But you know how Christy is. She goes through her meltdowns, and she did have a meltdown this weekend. And Cliff says that he wants to nominate new people. I'm just like, ooh, well, who's he going to nominate? And lo and behold, he ends up nominating Jack and Jackson. Why? Because Jack's a competition beast and a threat, and Jackson banished him and voted him out. It's pretty logical. Now, Jackson's upset he's next to Jack, but I'm like, Jackson, didn't you just say you wanted to be the pawn? So why are you mad that you're a pawn next to your friend? How did you think this was going to go? Oh, I think Jackson thought that he could control a fourth. He and Jack could control a fourth HOH. Nope, that's not how that's going. And now he's coming after Cliff. Obviously, I figured he was going to come after Cliff in general. And then Jack is like, this is not good for the 6-shooters. But he's good because he has a power. He's close to people who have powers. All I'm going to say is wait till Wednesday's episode. A mess. A mess. Christy is upset because Jack and Jackson are on the block, particularly Jack. And, oh, she's so up. I'm like, dude, you thought that your friends were safe after Kimmy, Ovi, and David left? Yeah, no. And she doesn't know if she's going to use her power. Again, she had a freak out. So at this point, I'm still not sure. Even though she says on the feed that she might use it, I'm not sure what Christy's going to do. She could have a... We really don't know what Christy's going to do, but I'm sure she's going to have another panic episode. And then things will change again. Either way, just let me know what you guys are thinking. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm at Sage Valentine, so we can chat about this. Leave me some comments and let me know what you're thinking about this season so far. And hit me up on TV Co. The app is free. Just sign in. Find me under the Big Brother tab. I'm at Sage Valentine 84, and we can chat tomorrow at 7 p.m. because I'm going live again. And we can chat all about Big Brother. But as far as my schedule of doing these reviews, on the 7th and the 15th, my reviews will not be posted because they are going to be late because I'm going someplace. But I will let you know early beforehand. I won't leave you hanging. And again, I apologize. Stupid weather, stupid CBS, stupid DirecTV, and DirecTV Now. They will never do this to me again. I will be watching live on Sunday. I love you all. Take care. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.